Ding, ding. And there's the bell. What up, Boxing World? It is Boxing Vibes TV. This is Boxing Vibes TV, and we got the whole crew with us, and we got a special guest. So before we get into the pleasantries and all that, I just want to welcome Coach Padman, the bad man,
the bad
man, McGriff. He's worked with some of the top fighters in the world, from Manuel Char to Teofimo. He's been 25 years in the boxing game, Muay Thai, 30 years in other combat sports. Really well versed in combat sports, so we were very, very appreciative of him coming on and just chopping up and talking boxing. So let me go ahead and introduce the crew. We got JD in the building.
Y'all already know it's 8-1 Trey all day.
The one and only.
We got Q in the building.
Element of Q, what it do, baby? What we got?
And
The
like
pimpin' of the pimpins.
And we got, Jay. It's just low on me, man. Ain't important, man. We got Coach. We got Coach Pad, man. Go ahead and shout out to the people.
I'm gonna shout out to the people and say what's up. We're about to have a fabulous show today, and we're gonna talk about some upcoming stuff with Wilder, Fury, Canelo, and Caleb Plant, and Bud Crawford, and Earl Spence.
All right, but before we get to that, man, we got a little rundown to do, man. JD, please give the people the pod quote of the day.
All right, y'all already know we all, as customary, we have to give y'all the pod quote of the day, and this one is fresh off the press from none other than Anthony Joshua. And this is a quote from him last night.
Oh boy.
After the loss, where he says, "The road to undisputed and all that stuff is good. As I said, I'll fight Tyson Fury, Wilder, whatnot, without the belts. The belts are fun. It's great. It's legacy. But with or without the belts, I'll fight whoever. The road to undisputed is nice. It's a nice little chase. But would y'all still watch it without all the belts?" And that is quoted by Anthony Joshua.
Sound like he's still trying to get that money.
Right. Still trying to get that money.
But shout out to AJ and Usyk for giving us a
stay up, champ. Stay up.
Showdown that up until the ninth round, man. It was a great back and forth. So before we start, JD got one more thing to do. So go ahead and do that.
All right, and the last thing, all right, if you're down with the vibes, hit the notification bell and subscribe.
All right, so we done, man. We got to stop all these pleasantries. Let's go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes of this shit, man. So we just had Anthony Joshua versus Oleksandr Usyk. Now, I'll be first to say, I didn't think that Usyk would win a decision. Not because he wouldn't actually win a decision off skill, but I didn't think Eddie Hearn was going to let them fumble the bag like that. And by bag, I mean the ultimate matchup in the UK with Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua, what everybody wanted. But when I heard the judges, I heard there was one from the UK, one from the Ukraine, and one from the US of A. And then I was like, ooh.
That's a lot of
I was like, he might lose this one on the cards if it goes to the cards, which it was shaky at points, but it went to the cards, and it was a very good fight tonight round. So we're gonna go in round robin, man. Fellas, tell us what you think. Let's go. We got a guess.
Yeah,
Coach Padman, what you thought?
To me, it wasn't even close. I mean, what was the scorecards? Was it 116 to 112?
Right, 117, 111, 116,
and then 115, 113.
Yep.
Like that's pretty much an average beatdown for real. Like seriously, come on. Like that's on all three scorecards that you didn't pursue what you were supposed to pursue, and you didn't come in, or you did come in prepared and you didn't stick with the game plan. I think it really comes down to psychology when it comes to this, guys. You know what I mean? Like if your coach can't talk you in it, then can't nobody talk you out of it. So in his situation, as far as us as critics, and we know boxing or we wouldn't be on here. We know Anthony Joshua still looks like an amateur. And I'm just trying to figure it out for the last, 5 to 6 years. He's looked like an amateur, even when he lost. And when he beat Ruiz, I didn't get a chance to talk to you guys about it, but he stayed safe. You should have been in there.
Oh yeah. Most definitely in the second one.
Right.
For sure.
You should have been in there killing a dude. You came in there. You looked like you was scared of that overhand right or that overhand left.
Hey, he done fell a victim to it.
So in
secure the bag, baby.
Like the Migos said, you got to secure the bag, and he didn't secure the bag. And I looked at Joshua's feet. It was just, man, I don't even like. It's okay to. Do you want to be a boxing model, or do you want to be a boxer?
He sound like SOG, Andre Ward. He sound like Andre Ward.
He like an Instagram model.
Yeah, he's talking about SOG.
You want to be an Instagram model?
So, in my eyes, that's what it looks like right now. It looks like somebody just wants, the notification of being a boxer model. I look good. I got a couple dollars. I made some money. I was an Olympian. All that shit goes out the window when you lose, doesn't it? It all goes out the window when you lose. So I think Anthony Joshua is going to have to take a seat and really do his due diligence and get real trainers. You need a team. You need to take $1 million of your money and get real trainers, get better conditioning.
Hey, y'all heard that, people? Hold right quick, coach. You said $1 million, coach? You said $1 million?
Take $1 million. Come on. What did he make on his last fight?
Right.
40 million, maybe. So what's $1 million going to hurt to spend some money on yourself to continue your career and get better at it and achieve the goals that you want in life as a fighter? Or then you're just going to be a regular guy. Why would you want to be a regular guy? If you're going to be in the boxing business, man, be the best that you can be. Always be the best that you can be. So I'm just quite confused on it. Like where Anthony Joshua's head is at right now. And he's saying he'll fight this guy, he'll fight that guy. That usually sounds like a guy that's touched failure. Like you touched the bottom of the barrel right now, bro. And you don't want people to judge you different because you lost. Guess what? They're going to. Because you made the hype for it. You knew coming into that fight you only had 2 punches.
So we got your Joshua breakdown. Well, how do you feel about the Usyk side of things?
You don't have no setup.
I'm sorry, Coach. I think you froze up a little bit.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
We hear you. Your picture froze up.
Okay. You got a hell of a jab and you got a hell of an uppercut, but you don't have nothing set up. You got to set up punches. So if you ain't setting anything up, how you gonna get that jab and that uppercut off when everybody knows that's your main 2 punches? And we already know you're a big boy. Why are you standing tall and people leaning on you? You should be twisting and turning as a big man shooting a 1-2, 1-2. So I'm quite confused why, where he's at in his career right now. It's kind of shaky because I feel like in a minute he about to say, you know what? I think I'm gonna retire.
He ain't gonna walk away from that bag. Now,
and the definition of closing the damn door, 11th and 12th, the championship rounds, that's what he did. And that's what I be talking about. That's what I feel like my man the other week when Oscar Valdez fight, he didn't do. And that's exactly what I talk about when you are coming to upset or you the underdog to come in them last 2 rounds, you bring your ass. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he did.
You give it all you got. You give it all you got on that last 2 rounds.
Most definitely. You went out, man. You went out. You went away from the
left us. We were trying to get into the Usyk aspect of thing. What do you think about Usyk and his performance?
I thought Usyk did really well. I thought he studied his game plan very well. Like I said, when I was talking to you guys yesterday, I said, I hope he did his homework. Remember I said that to you all? I said, I hope he did his homework. He did his homework. He didn't let Joshua set up. And every time Joshua was set up, he would put his hands up to set up. When he wasn't setting up, where was his hands? Down at his chest. So,
he ate the left all night. That straight left all night.
All
he
night.
never answered.
And he couldn't do nothing with it.
It was crazy.
His hands was down and he was getting touched. Like
he was throwing the overhand over the jab. It was like that man.
I was really surprised that Anthony Joshua didn't stretch out and do chicken ranch jab. Just he could have did that to that guy all damn.
That's what yeah, like a rangefinder to set up the big punch.
Yeah. So he had to do. Busy. He didn't stay. He doesn't know. He doesn't listen. He's been dealing with. I take nothing away from coaches because it's a tough job. You know what I mean? Like this shit is tough on coaches. It's mentally, physically, emotionally tough. And when you train somebody, a lot of coaches they're like, I got to keep my job. Fuck that, keeping your job. Train the fighter the right way where he respects you, because he hired you to be authority over him. You shouldn't have to kiss no fighter's ass, for real. So the only way training camp is going to work by him listening to you. The problem with Anthony Joshua is you've had the same amateur coaches that you had before you went to the Olympics. And I take nothing away from coaches. But when I see, and when it's image versus character, and that's the honest to God's truth, with image versus character, because that's what we have in our lives now. Because this is the new normal. You can look and tell by the heartbeat of your own to say, wait a minute, nah, he don't look like the type of coach that's the right coach for him. Just by the look. That's how smart we are. Life has changed, and everything is judged on image versus character. It's the same as when a fighter's in the ring, accuracy versus points. It's the same thing. What's going to get you the victory? Accuracy is going to get you the victory. I don't know how like you can throw punches and not score points. You got to have accuracy. So that's one thing he did not have. He didn't have any accuracy. He wasn't fluid at all. Like he looked like he was afraid to take a step to the next level.
He didn't throw enough punches.
He just looked afraid to take it to the next level. Like he played, it looked like he was playing safe. And
that's
like
what he did. Yeah.
Early. You know what I mean? Hey, if a motherfucker hurt me, I'm coming. I'm coming
right.
with. And that's how these fighters.
Joshua's trying to protect what he got, and that didn't. And when you do that, especially when you have to come back in a fight and you're trying to protect what you got and not trying to get knocked out, he was trying to survive to get to a decision instead of trying to win the fight at certain points.
You seen it at the end.
Yeah.
Seen it at the end. And and then you don't want people to be judgmental. What do you expect, man? What do you expect? Now I'm going to ask you guys questions. Like this is and like I got a good group of guys right here. You're going to give me a straight up answer. Do you actually think Joshua's career is going to go any further than this? Or do you think it's going to be a career going further than this with turmoil?
I'll let the fellas take that first. Go ahead, JD.
Let JD go first because he got to give his whole take anyway. You ain't
now, coach, to clarify your question, are you saying in terms of wins, or tell me what you mean by turmoil or go well?
You think he's going to have a career after this without turmoil? Or do you think he's going to have a career where he's going to be able to get back on his feet? I don't think he's going to recuperate, and I don't think he's going to get back on his feet, even if he fights again, because he spoiled us with his reputation as a paper champion already. So we followed him as a paper champion, and we didn't even know it. We just looked at him like, I don't know. You know, he has the look. But
I mean, he already bounced back from adversity once, though. I mean, he got knocked out and came back and won damn near every round. So I mean,
here's what I do think is gonna happen. Now, I will say this, Coach. I think he's gonna. From listening to him in the interview last night, I do think I think the Ruiz loss put him in a different mental space.
Yes, it
right?
did.
I think it definitely put him in a different mental space because the Anthony Joshua that I heard in the post-fight interview last night, it really seems like he really didn't take it that hard.
Yeah.
It really seemed like he was kind of like, I'll go study the tape. I'll try to get better and come back. Yeah. Now, what I do think might potentially happen is, I can't lie, at this point, I think he probably may lose the Usyk again.
Yeah.
I think if he goes and fights Fury, he's going to lose.
Yes.
Now, the fight I actually want to see.
First of all, Fury, it ain't no damn guarantee Fury gonna beat Wilder. Y'all gonna stop disrespecting
No. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that.
Shit.
I ain't say that's gonna happen next. I'm just saying as far as the other viable opponents that are out there for Joshua that he's talking about. Because remember, he just signed a lifetime contract with Eddie Byrne. They got a lifetime contract. So Eddie got to make some money back somehow.
How much did he get?
I don't know how much. But
it's a lifetime
contract, bro.
If he signed him,
For life.
Damn.
This is some funny shit. If he signed him for a lifetime contract, he really, really, really likes Anthony Joshua as a person.
Most definitely.
Not as a fighter.
Oh, yeah, no, that makes sense.
You got no love for AJ, man. Come on, man.
No, but I'm saying no, but I sort of understand what Coach is saying, because what he's saying is, for the most part, that doesn't make business sense.
Right.
To sign anybody.
I'd like to know the numbers though. I
mean, it could be a per fight contract, So it might not be like, hey, I give you money up front. Right. It's like, hey, you get this percentage of this fight, and you give me X amount of fights until I say I'm done with you.
Right. But ultimately,
I seen last night that what's the promoter's name again? Eddie Hearn. He was a little salty.
Oh, he was.
He was. A little salty,
He wasn't ready for his cash cow to go down. What's that?
Man, that was a beautiful ass arena.
He made money on promotion. Huge.
Oh man.
Yep.
So I don't think the payout was no problem from either one of them. I'm just looking at it, like I said, Anthony Joshua, I have respect for him because, for one, he's an Olympian. He's an Olympian. That's a tough task as a young kid.
Gold medalist, yeah.
To go that far and be an Olympian. I take nothing away from European fighters, but they're nothing like American fighters. They're tough, but I just think European fighters are just now coming around in the heavyweight division a little bit more. Who's in the cruiserweight division? That's why Usyk left cruiserweight division. You only have a few fighters in there like Heath Ngabu, Andrew Tabiti. Who else is recognized in the cruiserweight division? So you
Usyk, also had a top guy, Michael, Michael Hunter, move up, and now he's fighting at heavyweight. He's also faced Usyk previously.
Yeah, one loss,
yeah.
Because there's
shout out to the Bounty Hunter. He's been on the show.
There's no money in that cruiserweight division
at all.
Right, at all. None
at all.
I mean, that's the lost land, for real though.
I don't know. Is it the name? If we gave it a different name.
No, it's just it's listen. Because
they got that Bridgerweight coming.
They got a Bridgerweight division now.
That's even worse.
Yeah, they got a Bridgerweight division. What's that?
What is it again? What weight?
It's 210
up to 210,
201 to 224, I think, or something.
224.
Like
oh, so it's like
tripping.
A separate division, heavyweight division. So
heavyweight light.
Yeah, so I think Brian Jennings is fighting for a title at some point, either October or November, to get the Bridgerweight title.
Because it's WBC, that's why it's WBC, right? J-Bob?
Yeah, it's WBC Bridgerweight belt. Yeah,
WBC. I believe
they should have been did that. There's too many belts out here for one. There's too many belts right now.
Yeah.
He can go to I'm going to the store to get a belt. That's
you saying they should? You saying they? Oh, you talking about dropping the belts or to add the division?
It's just belts, period. It's just too many.
Oh yeah, it's too damn many belts.
Like I'll be right on
you don't know who the damn champ is.
Anything.
So JD, okay. have you gave your analysis on the fight, brother?
Oh, now on the fight, I'm gonna tell y'all.
What's your breakdown, brother? I need to hit it.
My breakdown is right y'all remember when we heard that this fight was made, man.
Yes, I do.
I immediately cringed because I was like, man, AJ, this is not gonna be an easy fight, brother. It's not gonna be an easy fight.
You know, man, you was French, bro.
When
we said it.
Yeah, when we heard that, we was like, damn, because I believe AJ was thinking that he would go in here and muscle Usyk, get him out of the way, and then go on to the Fury fight. But for the most part, here's where I think Joshua is at this point from what I see. I see a guy who no longer trusts his chin at all.
True.
His chin is not his friend.
I think at the end of the day, and I think that's what holds him back
Yeah.
from really utilizing the size and strength that he has.
Yeah.
Because everybody who watched the fight, I mean, bruh, he was massive compared to Usyk. He was massive to the point to where if he would have tried to establish his strength, I feel like he could have possibly in some way had a little bit more success. But with doing that, you risk getting clipped to the chin.
Yeah, but damn, you ain't nothing but a damn big ass target if you sitting there ducking punches and throwing one every now and then.
But here's the catch, and here's what Usyk was doing that was very reminiscent of a legend who maybe not just retired. If y'all noticed, he was pulling an old Manny Pacquiao. Yeah. And what Joshua couldn't adjust to is that he was in the orthodox stance and Usyk was in the southpaw stance. And all Usyk kept doing was stepping to the right and then shooting the left straight up to his mouth. And that's pretty much at the end of the day, Joshua just couldn't adjust to it. So
and then when the eye closed.
Right. He said that was the first time his eye ever closed, so he couldn't even really do anything. So I mean that's pretty much how I saw the fight go.
You know, also too, man, Usyk was moving on him really well, man.
Yeah.
And Joshua was not familiar with that. Every time,
and he was so much faster.
Yeah, every time he would move, Joshua would take his plant tour guide foot and not turn it to him. It was too late. By the time he turned his foot to him, he was already getting hit. So I just think you need to add more coaches, not get rid of them. It's not good to get rid of coaches because they talk major shit on you when you do.
And it might go to the other side.
Yeah,
that we've seen.
Right. So all right. So assuming there's not a rematch, I mean, we don't know if he's going to take a rematch.
Usyk, bro. You better just take it down.
I mean, you can say one thing, you could do another. You can say one thing, you could do another.
Where is he gonna go?
And so the way Eddie Hearn sounded is he didn't want the rematch.
Ooh. Yeah.
So that's because when they interviewed him after the fight, they were like, he wants to fight. He's like, I don't know, we're gonna go back and retool. And so you're not gonna down your own fighter. But Eddie Hearn was like, hey man, let's not lose all this money in the next fight. Let's go beat somebody up and then let's retool. Keep the value of his fighter. But AJ wants to, but the promoter's not apt to. And just by the post-fight interview from Eddie Hearn, you could tell he was kind of apprehensive, and he was like, damn, he said he came back and beat Ruiz, but he didn't sound as confident at the fact that he could come back and beat Usyk. So with that being said, theoretically, yeah, they're signed to a contract, but just in case that doesn't happen and say he beats him again, how do you like Usyk versus Wilder or Fury? How do you guys see either one? Go ahead, Coach. I'll kick it to you first. How do you see Usyk versus Wilder, and then how do you see Usyk versus Fury?
I like Usyk for the reason why is because he showed me that he can do his homework and win a fight off of doing his homework. Like we all know, Fury has faults and just the same as Wilder. There's a possibility he can beat them guys if you study them guys the right way. We know, everybody knows Fury is a touch guy on the end. And everybody knows Wilder got one punch knockout. We already know this already. So if you study these fighters, because these guys been in the game for a while, Usyk is new. He's fresh. He's young. He got an opportunity right now to shock the world, man. You know, he really do. Like
Wilder, he is scary.
Wilder's only problem is he don't have no defense and he don't like to move his head off the line. Fury, he got light heavyweight hands as a heavyweight.
Right.
Not gonna change that.
Right.
So what you got to do to him is you got to bring the heat and put pressure on him, because he likes to slip and roll like he's some welterweight, and he slips and rolls with his hands down, just like Devin Haney almost got caught with. Was it Linares?
Yeah. Jorge Linares.
Okay.
Yep.
He still ain't recovered.
Yeah. So when
he wasn't hurt.
His hands were down here when he come up off the roll, and he touched him. Bah, 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 bah. And he was on Windsor and Coke going to the corner.
So in a hypothetical matchup, Usyk by decision, Usyk by knockout. How do you think? Do you think he's a real heavyweight now? We saw him hurt Anthony Joshua. You think that's a matter of Anthony Joshua's chin, or does Usyk have real heavyweight power now? He put on weight.
Usyk has heavyweight power now for the fact that he put on some weight.
Accurate.
So when cruiserweights that do good in heavyweight division, like Holyfield, they last for a long time. They don't care if the guy's big or small. He knows where his contact is going to be. Like Holyfield was a shorter guy than Riddick Bowe. You know, they went at it. He was a shorter guy, was a little bit shorter, maybe a little. Him and Mike Tyson are close to the same size. But he uses his forward progress to do everything. You got to move forward with progress. Like a lot of them guys will back off of Holyfield when he was fighting because he was forward with his head. We know that's the business. That's the business. You got to find some type of niche to get you by. So I think Usyk would do really well against Wilder, and I think he would do really well against Tyson Fury. All you do with Tyson Fury is just keep him moving, because he's big. He's 270.
Yeah,
he's 270.
Yeah, that's a big.
There's no way in hell he wouldn't be chasing me.
And volume. I feel like
exactly volume of punches.
His volume punches will.
So we talked at nauseam about the heavyweights we know, right, that are at the top or near the top. What young heavyweights do you like coming up? We got.
Please talk about.
You know, we got the real big baby, right? We have F.A. Jogbe.
I love watching him.
That's the man. I love him.
He's aggressive and he brings the heat. Every time he throws something, only problem with him is hand placement after the punch. You don't have hand placement after the punch. You throw something, you reverse it. You don't throw it and just leave it out there. That's his biggest problem. And get tricked into counters. Like you getting tricked into it. Like when Povetkin touched him with that counter, he thought he was going to the body. He went to the chin. Although he came back.
You say Povetkin?
Yeah. What's his name?
We talking about the real big baby?
Yeah. What's the guy he fought?
Gerard Anderson?
No. I'm trying to
Miller.
think.
I mean, my bad, Miller. I'm tripping.
Miller, yeah.
Yeah, he's talking about that.
He never fought Povetkin though.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was talking about Miller. Like he got decent power. You know what I mean? Like he did really well in his last fight. He knocked him out. But the fight before that, Povetkin tricked him into getting countered. Like if Usyk's gonna be able to trick if he's gonna be able to trick Anthony Joshua into it, just imagine what he can do with them guys. And Anthony Joshua is just as big as those guys too. Now we know Wilder doesn't weigh nothing but 216 pounds. Yeah. I think if Usyk boxed him like he boxed Anthony Joshua, he'll beat Wilder too, as long as he stay away from the right hand.
Right.
I mean, that's the story with everybody.
That's the
story with everybody.
I'm really scared for Wilder with him, man.
There's only one go, and that's to the.
I don't know. I like Wilder's chin, so I think he'll be able to mix it up more than Anthony Joshua. I think Wilder's he's braver.
Oh yeah.
Than
Wilder you gotta kill Wilder.
So he'll go out on the shield. So was that
take chance?
Yeah,
he takes chance.
Yeah,
and he a lot quicker than he's a lot quicker than Joshua too. Joshua's slow.
I just can't believe how slow he is, bro.
He's slow.
Robot. I swear.
I mean, and that's what got him with Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz, he big, but he got that deceptive ass speed. He is quick on his feet. He is quick.
Is he too big and he's running out of gas, or what is it? Or how's he training? I'm looking at it like this too, fellas. If he's doing hybrid circuit training, then he wouldn't be like this. So hybrid circuit training gets you there. Hybrid training is from one exercise to the next without breaks. And that's how I teach my guys.
Okay. But when you got a lot of muscle.
Yeah, the hustle. You go to one exercise, you got 30 seconds on this exercise, 30 seconds on this exercise, 30 seconds on these sprints, throw the parachute on. You got to sprint for 30 seconds with the parachute on. I don't see them guys training hybrid training, circuit training like that. They just
Is
jumped.
that what Eddie Reynoso's doing over there?
Yeah.
He was doing the beat. Please stop. Hey, so before we check out, Coach, as we get into, so what is the fight? Because we were talking about this earlier. I mean, boxing is really made up for what it's did in the first half of the year. We got a packed October, November, December. We obviously got the Wilder Fury coming up. But what fight is near and dear to you? Like you gotta be at, you gotta watch, you gotta be right in front of to see what happens. What fight do you have?
What fight you got your popcorn ready for?
Canelo and Caleb Plant.
Ooh,
I'm looking for Caleb Plant to do really well with his counter, and I hope he worked on it, because that's the only way you're gonna beat Canelo, because he walks everybody down. Who have you seen? Who have you seen pressure Canelo? Who have you seen take a shot to Canelo?
So who got the speed advantage in that? Who you think, Coach? The hand speed advantage.
The hand speed advantage.
Who do you think has it? Caleb Plant got a hand speed advantage?
I think his twitch is better, but I think Canelo got more power.
Okay, so you think he probably has the speed and he's a better counterpuncher? Because if that's the case,
he's a better
reach. If that chin hold up,
than that somebody that he's already fought. You know what I mean? Like, I think Caleb Plant is a way better counterpuncher than anybody he has fought. But let's see how Caleb Plant takes this new pressure.
Right. Durability.
You understand what I'm saying, guys? This is new pressure.
Yeah. I mean, what everybody succumbs to when Canelo starts landing big shots. How do you handle when he starts coming after you? So, yeah. So I mean, I'm writing Caleb Plant off. I'd like to see the American get it, but I would like to see him shock the world. It's great. It's a fight I'm gonna watch, but who knows? He should be a better underdog in my book.
Yeah.
What was the guy's name that beat Andre Dirrell for the second time? He knocked him out the first time at the bell. And Caleb Plant came back and knocked his ass out with a counter.
You say Andre Dirrell?
Yeah. No. I'm talking about Caleb Plant knocked out
the dude that I thought it was Arthur Abraham that did that.
He knocked him out with a counter.
No, you talking about different. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Coach.
He put him on the canvas. Mm-hmm. He put him on the canvas, and I said to myself, "Wow, Caleb Plant's counter is off the chain." Then I seen Caleb Plant fight again twice after that fight. And I said, you guys, I'm not sure if he's training right or if he's not training hard enough, because these guys ain't shit. But if he comes in with that game plan that I seen on these last two fights, he can forget it. He could totally forget it.
So who do you got? All right. So as far as big fights, who you got, JD? As far as what you're really looking for, I think I kind of know already. But
you already know. I'm waiting on that Thanksgiving time to roll around.
Is that Porter?
When they gonna have the turkeys on the stove, and we gonna be sitting there eating and watching that boy Bud versus Sean Porter. That is the fight I'm waiting on. November 20th, right before Thanksgiving. November 20th in Las Vegas, Nevada. That's what I'm waiting on, man.
And the last time I seen Crawford when he fought. I think he fought a prize fighter, because the fighter that he was supposed to fight got canceled, correct? So he fought a prize fighter on his last fight, right? Bud Crawford.
Yeah, he fought Kell Brook.
He fought Kell Brook last fight.
Yeah, he fought Kell Brook. Like, Kell Brook was touching him, and I liked it because I noticed that Crawford can take a punch, but for the first time, I seen that nigga wobble.
The first time?
And give it back.
That's not the first time.
He wobbled on his punch, but he gave it back.
He done been dropped like an 808.
by Kaviaskis.
Nah, man. He ain't never touched the canvas, brother.
He touched the canvas like a damn paintbrush.
That's why I said, if Porter has the ability to use his jab the right way, oh man, that's gonna be a hell of a fight.
When he switched to southpaw, that jab turned to a power punch. Yes, that's what happened with Kell Brook.
Yeah, and I can't even.
That's straight. That boy thought he got hit with a damn overhand, bro.
So when y'all come up, y'all know.
Look at you.
Oh, look at
What
him.
damn good?
In the backyard. Okay.
1738.
Yeah.
Damn.
Flexing in the bottom.
Yeah.
That's
I
what's
don't
up.
lock your number in, so you done messed up.
I got the grill. I got the gazebo.
Everybody.
I
You know what I mean?
Like,
All right, so Q, what fight you excited for, man?
Bruh.
I know you got so. I already know both of you. I know what you got on the menu, but I want to hear. Let the
bro,
people
I'm
know.
ready for Fury Wilder, man. Just because I was there and I lost money betting every round for the knockout. I want to see my man get a redemption, man. I want to see him get it back in blood. You know what I'm talking about? And you know, that's the number one. But
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
So, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Just because I really want that fight for him. Because I feel like if he can't get that one, man, I don't really know, man. I'm scared for what might happen after that.
Hey, oddly enough, and this is just because I'm just going, spitballing here. I really like to see if Jamel Herring can go from underrated champion to hey, y'all overlooked me, but I'm really that guy. And take care of Shakur Stevenson.
Hey, that's
so I would like to see that, man. But the thing about
I love both of them guys, man. So
the great thing is, man, it don't matter what. We got something for everybody. We got Triple G at the end of the year. We got T.O. We got a bunch of fights. We got a bunch of fights coming up, and I love it. And hopefully y'all love us like we love y'all. And this is Boxing Vibez TV. Coach, any last words, man? Go ahead. We appreciate you for coming on.
Yo, man, it's always exciting to be around
you sitting sideways,
man. And I look forward to seeing you guys when you come up. I look forward to seeing you guys when you come up, man. You know, I got a 5-bedroom house. You know, y'all can stay here.
Word. That's what's up, man.
Hey,
Boxing Vibez
now you on tape.
Yeah,
you on tape. I need to see what them pads like, man.
Yeah, man. And plus, my gym is here too on property.
Okay.
My gym is here on property. I was looking for the.
It's on the property.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get my keys, man.
Man, that's crazy.
Oh, okay.
I built everything myself, man.
Well, that's what's up.
Shit.
Hold on.
VIP, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Peek behind the curtains, man. Boxing Vibez, man. The family's getting extended, man. You know what I mean? Coach Pat, man.
Sauna, that real good sauna. That big boy sauna.
Damn.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, let me lock my dogs in. I'll show you.
How many damn people you done trained?
There's all them racks on. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I built my gym myself, man. It's the best thing I ever done because I was at Mayweather's gym for 3.5 years. And once the pandemic hit, I had just came back from China, Thailand, and then China again, and then to LA, and then back to Vegas. It was just like 8 days on a plane. It was just horrific, man. Yeah, so I just built out my own shit, man.
Oh, that's dope,
up, bro.
That's dope.
Shit, that's what's up, man. That look like what I call it, brother.
Yeah, that's dope.
You know what I mean?
I'm trying to switch the camera around so you can see. I got pictures everywhere, man.
Legendary, baby. Legendary shit, man. Boxing Vibez TV, man. Legendary shit, man. Y'all better tighten up, man. Huh? Oh, your access has been granted, baby.
Look at that.
You know what I mean?
Hey, what they got? MTV Cribs? It's boxing
You know what I
cribs.
mean?
Huh? Boxing cribs.
Y'all remember how we did when we first went to the Palazzo, man? We did MTV Cribs. We did Robin Leach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then on the outside, I got on the outside, tarp, bags, all kind of stuff.
Man, that's crazy.
Hey, that's fly.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Man,
Yeah.
you inspiring us out here, man.
Man, I'm a worker bee, man. I'm almost 60. I just keep grinding, man. You know.
Right.
I like to stay out of the way, stay out of trouble.
Hey, that's one of my favorite sayings. That's what my pop like to say too, man.
Yeah.
Staying out of the way. Love
Man,
it.
I like being around good people like y'all, man. Have fun, enjoy life. Take a little vacation,
that's what it is, man.
I got some property I just found out.
Hey. Hey, we ain't gonna give everybody too much of the business, man. We gotta keep some.
They can come on up.
So hit the stop button. We can keep chopping it up, but hit the stop button, man. Because you know what I'm saying. We got, they want to pay for Patreons to get all this extra stuff, man.
No, I just want people to know that I got some property in some Caribbean islands. I'm gonna open up a gym. So that's what I'm trying to do, man. And I want to talk about that. So, somebody gave me some property. So,
wow.
Somebody told me, me and my man, we talk about this type of stuff all the time. And he got a timeshare. I think it's in what's the place? It's one of the islands. He said once you pay your stuff off, you don't owe nobody nothing. You don't owe no property taxes. You don't owe nothing.
Yeah, it's in Turks and Caicos, man.
Turks?
Yeah, Turks and Caicos. Okay. So I want to put a nice little gym up there, man. I don't have to be there all the time, man. But do something for the kids. They need it, But
that's fly, man.
Well, not to be putting out my business. That's just good business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just
inspiration is the best thing on the planet Earth.
Now, if I say I'm gonna take a shit, now that's being in my business.
That's a little too. That's a little TMI. That's a little too much. But you know what I'm saying. Everybody do it.
Well, we appreciate you, Coach, man. And we definitely gonna be doing this again.
Love, man. Love,
man. We're gonna be in contact with you, man.
Straight up, man.
I told you, whenever you guys want to come up, you just let me know, man.
All right, bet. Coach Pat, man. Coach Pat, man, the bad man, man.
Bad man, Coach Pat, man.
And we out of here, baby. Love y'all.
I mean,
yes. Much love, guys.
Much love.